housemates, how are you doing? Have you been recording? How are your monologues going? Have you been practicing like I told you? Okay, so today I want to talk about something that I know would definitely help you, especially when you're doing your monologues. Most of you have sent monologues to us at An Actors Playhouse. I've watched some of them, I've posted some of them, but I complained about some of them. And most of my complaints stem from the accents that I hear you guys do. Your voice and your accents. It's an issue for me because I noticed that most of you pay so much attention on faking accents to impress people. And when you put so much attention on that, it just distracts you from every other thing you're doing. You distract every other person that's watching you. And then you begin to lose confidence because you're trying so hard to sound like someone else. One of the first things that casting directors look out for is confidence. Confidence, talent. They want to see that you have talent. A lot of you have talent, but they also want to see that you have confidence, and they want to see that you are natural with whatever character you choose to use for your monologue. That being natural, being authentic, being believable. Don't forget, I've talked about monologues, the do's and the don'ts, and I've said one of the things that you have to strive for is believability. You have to be believable. And for you to be believable, you have to be authentic in whatever you're doing. So I always say, be natural, be yourself, do your monologue. When they pick you for the job, if they need you to have an accent, then they will tell you, they will ask you, can you do this accent? If you are preparing your resume, whatever you're doing, add your skills, add accent as one of your skills. If it's a British accent, if it's an American accent, or a South African accent, add it to your resume. But when you're doing your monologue, please be natural. Someone asked me specifically, because he always wants to sound high and, lofty, like a British man, and his voice goes like this when he's doing his monologue. So when you listen to 5, 6, because when I watch you guys, I watch your monologues, sometimes I have to shut my eyes and listen. So if it doesn't make that strong impact, then I know that something is off. But when I listen to his, he sounds the exact same way for every monologue. And I'm like, I see the talent, but because of the way you try to sound in all your monologues, it distracts me. You sound the same. That can easily disqualify you. So here's the thing. There's one thing I want you guys to try. I've tried it myself and I've realized the difference. I've tried it on other people as well. There's a big difference. Pick up any text, any article, any book, any newspaper or magazine. Read aloud. Take one paragraph. Read aloud. After reading aloud, close your mouth. Read the same paragraph with yourself. Because you know that when you're reading without talking, when you're reading in your mind, there is a voice that reads to you. You don't just look at text and it jumps. No. When you read, when you look at it, your eyes send the information to your brain, right? But there is a voice in your head that reads to you when you're reading in your mind. That voice in your head that's reading to you is your natural voice, is your authentic voice. Because it happens to me too, so don't think it's just a problem for you. When I'm reading and there are people around me, and I'm reading aloud, there's a certain way I want to sound so that everybody can hear me regardless of race. There's a certain way I want to pronounce my words so that you understand what I'm saying, you can hear me properly. But when I'm reading to myself, my pace is different, and the accent that I use to read to myself is totally different. That is my natural accent. That is the accent that you should use as your first impression, because that's your authentic self, that's your believable self. Use that accent for your monologue. When you get the job and there's an accent required, then you can start putting up that accent. But for now, use your authentic voice, use your authentic accent. I hope this helps you out. All right, bye.